Democrats who once complained about redrawing district maps are now using it to their advantage. The New York State Legislature is set to vote this week on its proposed redistricting plan skewed towards Democrats. The proposed map throws out 3 Republican seats, clearing the way for safe blue seats. Let's bring in Karl Rove, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff and Fox News contributor. Karl, it's great to see you. So tell us what this means. What should we take away from it?
Well, right now, the New York congressional delegation consists of 19 Democrats and 8 Republicans. Now, President Trump got about 38% of the vote in New York, so if you were splitting this on the presidential vote, then the Republicans should have about 10 seats. Now, under the new redistricting plan, it is drawn to draw 22 Democratic seats and 4 Republican seats. And again, if you take a look at the presidential vote, 62-38, then the Republicans should have about 10 seats, and the Democrats should have about 16 rather than the 22 that are forecast in this plan. So, look, the Democrats have used the power of controlling the New York House, the New York General Assembly, the New York Senate, and the New York governorship to draw a plan that will advantage their party. We call this gerrymandering. And the fact that they have gerrymandered it so much to the advantage of the Democrats shows that when President Obama and former Attorney General Eric Holder have spent the last 2 years talking about fair maps and we need to end gerrymandering, and then are completely silent on this kind of extreme gerrymander, it shows exactly what the Democrats have been up to and what President Obama and Attorney General Holder have been doing, which is building the base for the Democrats to do extreme gerrymandering wherever and whenever they can.
Wow. Well, the Wall Street Journal editorial board took it on this morning, New York's Democratic gerrymander. It writes, however the partisanship plays out, this year should be the end of progressive sanctimony that gerrymanders favor Republicans. If Democrats keep their House majority this year, a big reason will be how they rig districts in Albany, Sacramento, and Springfield. Karl, to this really interesting exchange from Chuck Todd and from New York's 18th Congressional District, Sean Patrick Maloney. Watch this exchange.
The Democratic Party in general is against gerrymandering. H.R. 1 would like to see gerrymandering put to an end. But I think you're for it when it comes to the case of New York in 2022. Try to square that circle for me.
So we can argue for fair districts and pick up Democratic seats because the Republicans have gerrymandered it all to hell over the last couple of cycles.
You don't accept that you're gerrymandering in New York? You don't accept that premise?
You tell me why if we win a majority of the votes in these elections, why are we losing seats?
To you, Karl.
Well, I'll let his statement stand on its own. Again, I repeat, in New York, Donald Trump got 38% of the vote, and now the Republicans are going to be getting, basically less than 15% of the seats. 85% of the seats go to Democrats. But look, there is a problem for the Democrats in New York. The state constitution requires district to be compact and contiguous. There's one district, I understand, that is not tied together by any landmass or even a bridge. You have to go across Long Island Sound to connect the 2 parts of the district. And they also have a constitutional requirement that the map not be drawn to advantage one party over the other. And this clearly is designed to advantage the Democrats. You heard it from Maloney himself, who said basically, if we got the ability to do it, we're going to do it. And so I think they still have some constitutional challenges. Has to pass the legislature this week, be signed by the governor, but then it's going to show up in a courtroom, and we'll see if the judges are going to uphold their constitution.
Here we go. Feels like it's quickly approaching, now just months away from the midterm elections. Karl Rove, thank you.